Guys and dolls. So it's getting a bit late now, 20 past 11. So just been up waiting, knowing Tommy's been on the move. Flight got delayed, and I've just been getting waiting for word. Make sure that he got through okay and he's safe. So yeah, I'm glad to announce that he's through and all good. He came over with uh, I can't remember his name, Levant from Rebel News. Asriel Levant, I think his name is. You don't know who I'm talking about. Rebel News, the guy that runs Rebel News, an independent reporter, German independent reporter, travelled with him, and he was met by Voice of Wales, two amazing guys. I don't know if you've heard of them, but if you search the Voice of Wales in the most things, you'll find them. They're just patriots from Wales, and they've been involved in activism since I've been watching it. Right to the very whenever Tommy got arrested outside the court for asking the Muslim guys, the Pakistani guys, how what did they think about their sentence, and he got jailed for that. So yeah, they've been through all that with him along with Danny Tomo. So yeah, I just want to say like it's good to have him home. It's good that the police haven't went straight in there and had an arrest. I think they must realise the amount of support he's having now, and it's not doing them any favours. It's not doing them any favours. And I imagine there's a lot of arguing and humming and hawing at top levels right now on what to do with Tommy, because in a way, he's our Trump. This is the way they look at it. And I know you might be thinking, "Oh, freedom, Dad, you're way off the mark." Please hear me out. um, yes, Trump in America and all the rest of it, but you got to understand what Tommy stands for. You can't separate the two of them. I'm telling you that now. The politics of Trump and the politics of Tommy Robinson, you won't be able to separate. And with that in mind, you've got to understand that I know that, then the government know that. The far left government, the think tank, Hope Not Hate and all lemons, they'll all be sitting around big tables. Believe you me, I know you may think I'm off the mark. I'm not. I know for a fact that Hope Not Hate and End Racism and other organisations connected to the Free Palestine are working together with the government. There's no two ways about it. And they're working in think tanks like social policies, and they see Tommy Robinson as a serious threat to their ideology. You've got to understand it's not a threat to the country, it's a threat to their ideology. And the problem what we got right now is that they're in power. So, like, it's really serious. People aren't realizing how serious it is. And, when I put Tommy Robinson and Trump together, you've got to see what comes along with that. Fair enough, we aren't America, right? We don't have gun laws and all the rest of it, and but we have got similar, like, cultures and everything, and we also have the same problem with illegal immigration. You get me? And you know, this is what pushes people against Trump because of his right wing ideology, which is family, you know, nationalism, being proud of patriotism, not being scared to wave the American flag and be called racist. Everything you can see, you can mirror it in this country. But what I'm trying to say here, the point that's really important that I'm trying to make, is that they've tried to kill him 3 times. They've tried to take Trump out 3 times, and our government, just because we can't see the similarities between Tommy Robinson and Trump, the government can. And this is why the government have been silencing him, putting him in prison. He nearly got murdered in prison. He's been beat senseless by men on the streets. Guys are doing 25 years for going to end him. You know, a team are going out to do him on their way, and the police managed to get whatever intelligence and managed to stop it, and they're all doing lengthy sentences right now. So you know what I'm trying to say to you is like we all need to be aware of the way everything works in our world, because our world is under threat right now. Everywhere you look, my world has a Christian, you know, as a young man, still, 55, but I'm still young, bringing up about to be a father in 4 weeks. You know what I mean? And like I worry. I worry about my country, and I shouldn't be worrying. There's things that's going through my mind that are causing me serious concern, and I always already suffer from mental health through trauma from childhood, and that's enough said for this video. But everything else on top of that is affecting people in this country, and the only answer for people like me who see what's going on in this country and is afraid of the future for my child can see the only hope, like the Americans are seeing right now, is people like Trump and Tommy Robinson. And with that said, I pray every night that God keeps him safe and protects him, and that his security team is second to none. And they're not lacking if people are around him. If he's not if he says he doesn't need it, it doesn't matter. You know, it needs to be stepped up to the maximum he can do. You know what I mean? And it means doing overtime, no getting paid. Guys. I don't need to say that people would be doing this for nothing. Like, what I mean? If I lived next to Tommy Robinson, I'd be fucking standing outside his door right now, all night, and sleeping all day while somebody else took over, because that's how much I worry about the man's safety. And I've been around a lot of bad men in my days, and I've seen a lot of bad shit happening in Northern Ireland. I've seen bad politics, believe you me. I've seen two-tier, I've seen collusion, you name it. I've seen skullduggery on another level, and I know for a fact, because I've seen it happen before, over and over again, the government doing things that's just, in my opinion, just my opinion, what I've seen in Northern Ireland, mistakes have been made. Just going to leave it like I'm going to leave it at that, so I don't break anything on YouTube and all the rest of it. But I've seen a lot in my day, and I'm telling Tommy Robinson's team to be very, very careful and to have heads on the swivel and not to take nothing but the top tier security level as you can possibly do. And I don't know how to explain it, but you've just gotta understand how much of a threat that man is to our government, and then you gotta remember who our government are at the minute. And it's just, you just gotta logical. It's all logical in my head. You know what I mean? I'm sick predicting the future because I think so logically, and that's just the way it is. I just think everything and see everything, and then what happens, and then I think, oh, I must be psychic. I'm not psychic. It's just there. You can see it. You can see it, but people just don't want to believe it. You know what I mean? Fucking hell, you need to believe it, guys. You know what I mean? I'm from Northern Ireland. You know what I mean? Believe it. I'm Freedom Dad, guys. If you haven't subscribed, drop me a subscribe. It's nearly 3,000 in 2 months, you know what I mean? I think I'm 90 away from 3,000, so help us jump over that wee bit, and that'll be me happy. Thank you very much, guys. God bless you all.